as the elections are concerned, there is a ceiling on expenditure, which is difficult to enforce because when the person who is giving money, the politician or his crony, the person who is taking the money, the voter, when they both are happy, who is going to court to give evidence? Only thing is the visible expenditure, we can put a curb on that. The posters and buntings and that sort of stuff, that's what stations try to do, but that doesn't really help. Because in any case, that's a legitimate expenditure. Even if it's illegal on occasion, it's an accounting problem. So the problem is really the inducements of money, liquor, biryani, ferrying people for public meetings. Large amounts of spent. If you want to hold a big public meeting, it costs anywhere between 1 crore rupees and sometimes 10 crore rupees. So enormous amount of money is spent quite unnecessarily. It makes no sense, but they believe that show of strength is important for political survival or viability of the general vote. That about general corruption, there is the Law of Basic Prevention of Corruption Act, but unless you create an independent anti-corruption agency, and unless you give power of prosecution to that agency, and unless there are special courts and certain procedures, and unless you have a mechanism for confiscating property, all these laws don't amount to much, because in all of India annually, not even 1,000 people are jailed for corruption. And most of the people jailed are actually small people, the peons and clerks kind of stuff. Look at the case of the Indian couple recently in the United States. I think Arun Sharma and Kiran Sharma. This fellow was a medical practitioner indulging in all kinds of healthcare fraud in Texas state, and his wife was assisting him in management practice. Now they were both jailed for 15 years in America, in Boston the other day, by a federal court. And the court confiscated $43 million worth of all their assets and property. That's what we need to do. If you bring that kind of mechanism in place, then we can easily curb corruption.
Okay, so you're saying, so political corruption, we have just estimated the election expenditure. What out of this 3 lakh to 4 lakh crore, how much goes to people elected, I mean, if one were to estimate every year?
It is hard to put a number, but going by your experience, you can say probably about 20 to 25%. It's a ballpark number.
So around 75,000 crore annually goes to politicians' pockets.
Or maybe 50,000 crores. It's very hard to put an exact number, but that's the order of magnitude.
So 50,000 is retail, I mean political corruption. So 80% is retail corruption. Retail corruption is 2 lakh crore rupees annually.
See, if a politician is making money, do you think the 100 civil servants below him don't make any money? That is what that way. Not that each of them makes large amount of money, but they are large number. There are only 5,000 elected politicians in India. There are about 19 million, almost 20 million employees in India in government. So the numbers for every politician, even if let's say 400 of them, 500 of them are making money for every politician, and if they make only 1% of what the politician makes, or even 1% of what the politician makes, that amount becomes 4 to 5 times.